Hi everybody, it's Marty from Bubbles and Fairy Tales, and I'm here with a quick book haul. It's already the beginning of October, and I got quite a stack to share, so I'm just going to dive right into it. One of the first books that I received for review isn't going to be released until March 31st of 2015. Bloomsbury sent me a copy of The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. I read Emery Lord's debut novel, Open Road Summer, earlier this year and absolutely loved it. And now this one is about a girl who loses her boyfriend in some sort of accident, and she's been in deep grief and mourning, and she's decided that enough's enough, it's time to move on, and she decides to make up a plan. She makes up a list to try to get life going and get back into high school things and be as normal as possible. But of course, unplanned things get in the way, and it sounds like a really good novel, coming-of-age story type of thing. So I cannot wait to read this one, and I will definitely be reading this way before March. The next two books that I received are graphic novels that came from First Second, which is a graphic novel imprint of Macmillan. The first book is This One Summer by Jillian and Mariko Tamaki. Jillian and Mariko are cousins that decided to collaborate on this story. The entire book is illustrated in different grades of purple. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be honest, purple is not a favorite color of mine, but what they managed to do and how they managed to tell this story in different grades of purple is absolutely stunning. It's just, it definitely like took me by surprise, because the entire book takes place on a beach, and I really thought it would be really hard to give that beachy feeling in purple, but they managed to capture everything perfectly. The water scenes, the grocery store scenes, the cottage scenes, every single scene that they have, every single panel in purple is just tells the story perfectly. And I really like that. This story is about a girl who's about 14 years old. Her and her family go to the beach every summer, and she has a friend there that's about a year or two younger than her that she meets up with every year. Although the main characters are a little younger than what you usually find in young adult books, the topics that they tackle in here are for a mature audience. Rose's parents are going through some marriage difficulties. Rose is acting out a little bit, trying to find her way into the teen world, and they visit this kind of like convenience store that kind of like has it all. You can buy candy, you can grocery shop in there, you can rent videos, and there's some drama going on with like the cashier and his girlfriend and things like that. So there's a lot of different issues being tackled in here. I really love the emphasis of family. There's different types of families that we're introduced to in here, and it was just really interesting. Every time I open the book and take a peek at the panels and the illustrations, I always see something that I didn't see the first time, so I will definitely be rereading this one a few more times. And I highly recommend this if you're a young adult reader who's looking to tip your toes into the graphic novel. The other graphic novel that First Second sent me is Sleepless Night by James Sturm, Andrew Arnold, and Alexis Frederick-Frost. And this is basically more of like a children's middle grade kind of graphic novel. It is super thin, but it is absolutely adorable. This is beyond adorable. Basically, it's just about this knight and his little horse are trying to go camping, but the knight loses his teddy bear and he has to find it, and he pretty much creates chaos and wakes up the whole forest looking for his teddy bear. If you have kids, you kind of know how that goes when they lose their little binky in the middle of the night and they can't find it, and it's just chaos everywhere until you find it and then you get back to sleep. Absolutely adorable, one of my favorites. Their first book is called Adventures in Cartooning, which I have, and is absolutely adorable. This is a great way to introduce your children into graphic novels, or even if you just a collector of graphic novels, you will absolutely adore this. And like I said, the illustrations are just really cute and really colorful, and it's one of my favorites. Another book that I received for review comes from Random House, and that's They All Fall Down by Roxanne St. Clair. I just finished reading this a couple of days ago, and it is really good. If you're a fan of like Final Destination and like whodunit, Clueless kind of thing, this is definitely for you. Definitely a really good read for this time of the year. Like I mentioned before, it does have a Final Destination movie kind of feel to it, but there's other things that are going on, and the whole mystery behind it and the suspense, it was a page turner. However, the ending kind of just fell a little flat with me. I definitely gave this 4 stars. I am part of the blog tour with Random House. My review will be posted next week, I believe on the 15th. And lo and behold, they sent me a finished copy to read, and to quickly do like a reread actually, because some changes were made. So I am really looking forward to rereading it really quick over this weekend and seeing if they spiced up the ending a little bit, because like I said, the ending did feel a little flat to me, and I already picked up a few differences already just skimming through, so I'm really excited to just reread this again and find out what the differences are and if this is possibly going to now become a 5-star book for me. The next book that I received, my jaw hit the floor. I mean, they contacted me to review this book, but not until the book physically showed up at my house did I actually believe them. This book comes from HarperCollins, and it is Room by Lauren Oliver. I am so excited to read this book. It is the perfect book for this time of the year. However, here is not like spooky, creepy kind of book, but there are ghosts involved, and that's good enough for me. And I already read just the first chapter because I was just so excited to just start it, and I started it today, and I absolutely loved it so far. The first chapter, the 2 ghosts are talking already, and it's just, I really like the vibe I'm getting already. So the next book I received came from the author herself for a review, but I'm also on the blog tour for it, and it is Diamonds in the Rough by Michelle Madow. This is book 2 in the Secret Diamond Sisters, which I really enjoyed, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to be doing in book 2. In book 1 they got into a little trouble and they were adjusting to their new life, so in book 2 they should be getting into the swing of things. They're going to be starting school, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of drama. The author was kind enough to sign the book to me and send a signed bookmark and a diamond sparkly kind of like sticker. I believe it's a tattoo that you can wear, and like I said, I'm really excited to get into this and can't wait to find out what mischief they're going to be up to. Next 2 books I received in giveaways. The first one is Adrenaline Crush by Lori Boyle Crompton. She signed it to me. I've already read and reviewed this book and gave it 4 stars. A quick short book. It's only 180 pages, and what makes this book even quicker is that it is a fast-paced, adrenaline rushing kind of book. The first chapter to keep you on the edge of your seat. It's a page turner. The characters are really likable. The world building is quick but to the point. Everything is just quick to the point. You need to everything that you need to know. The author gives it to you straight, and I love her writing. I absolutely love her writing. The book was absolutely wonderful. She also sent along a couple of pins, a couple of bookmarks, and this keychain thing. So thank you so much, Lori. The next book that I got is a bookish subscription that I subscribed to. It is called the Uppercase Box. This is where the book came. It came in this cute little pouch thing all in there with some goodies, and there are 2 different subscription plans, and in that pouch came this little note telling me what is in my box for this month, which is some reading bookmarks. They're like these paper bookmarks that you can write on. They are so awesome. I did not expect them to be such high quality. When I first looked at them, I was like, oh, it's like a pad of bookmarks. But you can write on them, and they're like really durable. They're like really sturdy and stuff. There's 25 of them, and I am so excited to have these. I never even knew these kind of bookmarks existed. And then I get a personal letter from the founder herself explaining what she chose for me and stuff. And then I get exclusive access to the forum that they have set up. And this month, the book they sent out is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, which I have been dying for. I have been dying to get my hands on this book. And I had to keep putting it off because my book budget is just kind of non-existent right now. So basically what I decided to do is just join the subscription and go from there, and I don't really have much of a book budget left, so having them choose this book, one of the most anticipated books that I've been wanting this year, is super exciting. Along with having some exclusive access to their forums, there is an exclusive video by Jandy Nelson herself just talking about the book, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the video and reading this book. And then the last book that I purchased before I put myself on another book buying ban is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. I had an advanced reader copy of this, which I did not get to read yet. When I saw how beautiful the finished copy was, even though it weighs like 100 pounds, I just had to have it. I love how alternating chapters, like this chapter is all white, then on the alternating chapters it has this black, so you can definitely tell the difference between whose book you're reading, if we're in Darcy's world or Lizzie's world. I don't know when I'm going to get to it because it is a huge book, close to like I think 580 pages, and like I said, it weighs a ton, so this is a book that I would actually have to make time for and sit down and read and hold because it is humongous. I mean, you can definitely give somebody a concussion with this one. And that's my haul for now that I'm going to share because this video is long enough as it is already. I do have other books that I've received right here, but they're books that aren't being released until 2015. Share those with you at a later time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.